Hello everyone, and today I'm going to be doing a review over the Antarctovenator family tree, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, first up, I'm going to... I swear, if that stays for the entire video, that's going to be fun. Alright, but first I'm going to go ahead and review Antarctovenator. There we go. So, Antarctovenator is like the only part of it that's part fierce, even though Antarctovenator, Antarctical Peltor really should be a fierce resilient, but somehow it isn't. I don't know. But anyways, Antarctovenator. Oh, it's your typical medium carnivore. You know, counterattacker, pretty moderate health, shielding. But the difference with this guy is that he actually has a good amount of defense shattering, unlike all the others, which usually just have armor piercing. So, this dude is much better dealing with resilience than his counterparts. Then again, him being an epic means it's also a lot easier for him. Unfortunately, though, a wild variant of Gen 2 appears, and this is not good for me. I'm probably either going to die or get close to dying. Well, yeah, I think he just got a recent buff of 25% vulnerability resistance. Yeah, that's really helpful. But overall, with him, he actually has pretty decent stats. His speed's very low, though. I think it's like 104 or something like that. Low speed, but I mean, if you get him set up, he's still pretty good. He has a decent moveset, and actually used to be a lot better, but due to originally changing to vulnerable, it's kind of yay and nay, because now he can't decelerate, but now he can apply vulnerable, which makes his counter much deadlier. And as you're about to see, there's a reason why. Right, I'm going to go ahead and get my shield set up. Ow. Nom. As you see, we beat that rest with ease, and again, Antarctovenator, you're typical, medium carnivore, just he has defense shattering. Not rend, however. Just defense. So, let's go ahead and open up this. Alright. Overall decent rewards. Dodo, don't care for that. Alright, let's go ahead and go into the next battle. And I'm going to go ahead and use Diplocalus Gen 2. Of course. The next Antarctovenator. Now, Diplocalus Gen 2, he's a typical cunning. He has a bunch of distraction. He's actually immune to distraction himself, with actually fairly decent stats for cunning. It's not like Coolosaurus Gen 2, which actually has stupid good stats for cunning. But he still has decent stats. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do Cunning Strike. Ow. Ow! Unlucky for you, suckers. I'm immune, you ain't. Alright, there's two. The question is, will he do it a third time? I'm going to bet that he's going to go ahead and do distraction for the third time. So, I may as well strike. Let's go ahead and do that. Yum. Yeah. And I was correct. He did indeed do distraction for the second time in a row. Or third time, sorry. Yet, again, with Diplocalus Gen 2, easier standard cunning, bunch of distraction, decent hit points, decent damage, though. I will give him that. I should have probably gone Cunning Strike there, but, oh well. At least if I do it here, it'll at least remove his positive effects, so that's good. But yeah, overall, with Diplocalus Gen 2, unlike with Diplocalus, which is a little odd for cunning, he does have nullifying impact. Diplocalus Gen 2 definitely follows a typical cunning moveset and pretty standard cunning stats. He only has one resistance, but it's distraction immunity, so that's pretty good. That's not good, though. I repeat, this is not good. I probably should have gotten Cunning Strike there, but oh well. Yeah, he's gonna heal, so there's that. Not only that, but I forgot to mention that Diplocalus Gen 2 actually has swap and distraction. So, I mean, that probably also could have been used on Antarctovenator. I would have liked that. But, oh well. Then again, Antarctovenator does have it, so let's go ahead and use it. And got me. 0. I love that. That is pretty good, I will admit. Right, now, I don't think you can do anything but attack, so go ahead and do Revenge Instant Ferocity. And that way, he dies. Boom. Oh yes, we didn't nullify counter. For some reason, we just can't give him a full counterattack. Because that doesn't make sense. Typical Ludia. Gotta love it. Alright. Let's go ahead and... What should I start off with this time? Let's say... I'm gonna go with the Antarctovenator, actually. He starts out Woolly Mammoth. Alright. And now with the Antarctovenator, he's... I think his original intent was supposed to be like an anti-Thor kind of thing. Simply due to the fact that, well, that's exactly what he's good at. He's good at destroying Thor with, distraction immunity, stun immunity. Not only that, but having multiple distraction abilities himself. He's, not only that, decent health and good counterattack. Honestly, he was really mainly built to counter Thor. And honestly, he could probably actually take down Mortem Rex if you play correctly. I mean, unless Mortem Rex gets a couple crits every now and then. Can I kill him with strat? Yeah, I can. Awesome. Let's go ahead and remove their buffs, though. I don't like them. Boom. Now, the good thing is that they can only heal if I swap, so... this is gonna be good. I'm gonna go ahead and strike. Oh, I actually could have won instant distraction. You got the crit though. Ow. Well, that counter deck though is one of the best in the game as of right now. It's so good. That, however, is not. Let's go ahead and grab Cunning Rampage. And that way he dies. I could have won strike too, but come on. What's the point of strike when you have some fun with a rampage? But yeah, overall, the Antarctovenator, basically your typical cunning, but counterattack. That's really good as well. So, I mean, I like it overall. I mean, I have it on my team. And it's fun. It's actually pretty decently fun, especially with how much distraction you can throw around. I mean, heck, it's actually ironically better at distraction than Rough Renatum. The king of distraction, you see. I don't think that one's true. All right, let's go ahead and grab Antarctovenator. And where else? Where's Kit? There he is. I went too far. Yep. I think I'm going to use Antarctovenator for this. Simply because, it's a bunch of cunnings. Let's have some fun with this. Alright, so we pull him out. Who's the first one out? Monolithosaurus. Alright, I'll take that. Now, Antarctovenator has the typical Ankylosaur of superior vulnerability and some kind of shields. However, it also does have that Revenge Instant Ferocity, which, to be honest, is not usually that great, and kind of a reason why I really don't care for it. It's again, just not that good of a move. Because, for one, it's instant. 2, it's a revenge that takes 3 turns to cool down normally, and you're... Wait, does it take 3 or does it take 2? I can't remember. But still. Just overall, I just don't like the way it works. It doesn't work too well. I mean, you're using Antarctovenator to counter cunning, so having an instant revenge ferocity doesn't really help out with its job. It would help out more against other resilients and fierce, but of course, cunnings nullify said in revenge instant ferocity. Well, most cunnings anyways. So it really doesn't help that it's instant. It just doesn't work for its job. Again, it can help, but just not against the stuff it's supposed to counter. And it's simply due to the fact that, again, it's instant. If it was just, oh, it's a 2-turn cooldown. Okay, that's actually very good. But it just does not help out against Cunnings, simply due to most of them now nullifying that. So, really no point in having it be instant. I would much rather just have it be, Revenge Ferocious Strike, or Revenge Ready to Crush, or something like that. Something that is not instant. Just so that way, because, again, so it has Decelerating Counter. That already helps it out a lot. So if it had some kind of ferocity beforehand, or after that's not instant, basically. That would help a lot. But let's go to the main point of this. Antarctovenator. Interesting wildcard, and I do actually like it. It's pretty decent. It's not the best out there, but it's not the worst. Well, overall, pretty decent middle ground. Again, Revengeance and Ferocity, although it can kind of help in this case because, again, it's a wild card. Its job is to kind of just be your A support role or be jack of all trades, and it certainly can do that with having 2 fierce moves, 1 resilient move. Actually, no, 2 technically resilient moves and 1 cunning move. It definitely does have a jack of all trades. And I do like that. It's pretty good. The one thing I do dislike is that definite rampage. I couldn't care for it. Simply due to the fact that you already have medium nullifying counterattack. So that just kind of hurts it. It did get buffed to a Revenge. So that's good, I guess. I honestly, they could just, do Precise Shattering Rampage, and that would allow it to still keep a 1 turn, still allow it to at least bypass dodge, still allow it to shatter shields, and only have realistically a 1 turn cooldown. I mean, that would honestly be better on it simply because now you have a lot more damage output, and especially with Vulnerability Impact, it works a lot smoother than, Vulnerability Impact. I mean, you can already kind of do Vulnerability Impact and Definite Rampage, and then either go Vulnerability Impact again, then do Revengeance Ferocity, or Revengeance Ferocity, and just repeat that cycle. Get predicted, boy. But just overall, it's just it could have a decent moveset. Revengeance Ferocity isn't too bad on it. It's not great on it. But what I really don't care for is, again, the Definite Rampage. Just too long of a cooldown to really work for it, in my opinion. But it's still pretty fun. It's not too bad. And the stats overall for it are actually pretty good. I'll give it that. It's definitely a good stats-wise. Its moveset is pretty decent. The resistances on it are amazing. So, overall, I do like the Antarctovenator. It's pretty decent. Well, anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.